That's good. It was early. I overslept. My alarm goes off at 1:50 for the first time, and I snoozed until 2:47 this morning.
Nice. That's like a lot
Right?
of snoozes.
I know.
How do you feel about that, Jay? Because, like, I'm the guy who always, like...
Wait, he's trying to start the thing.
Oh, sorry.
We're in. No, we're in. Okay.
We're good?
Yeah,
We're live. Say hi to
we are
Facebook.
live.
Jake will kick us off, and then we can
Hey.
continue all the conversations we
Hey.
just had.
Hey, Facebook.
Hi, Facebook.
Hi, Facebook.
Hi. Okay. All right. Roman and Heather Harper. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Welcome to the show. Just a nod. Already. You've been so money up to this point. I just get
Vomiting from his day of
a
golf.
power nod.
When did you get off the links? How do you say it? Off the
Um,
field? No. Off the course?
Yeah,
Wow.
I didn't play with a flip.
Uh-oh.
Well, you know what you do know a lot about? Spilling beers. Wow.
Kicked us off with, that was our first spill.
Yeah, it was our
Sorry,
first
Garrett.
spill. If Garrett is the owner here, if he's listening, Garrett, I'm sorry, but we cleaned it up.
Yeah, I held the machine up. So
Give the proper credit where credit is due.
Yeah.
Thank you, Roman.
Yeah, exactly. No, but we're excited to have you guys on.
Yeah.
We met you, I think, first at a fundraiser for Emily Breeze.
Oh, yeah.
Past guest.
Although we had met before because you guys were on Good Day.
Mhm.
Back in the, when you had just had somebody, would you have just had Roman?
Probably.
Right? Because
Yeah.
he's what, 2.5-ish?
No, he'll be 2 in May.
Oh my gosh.
How
So,
can you not know our kids?
Oh, wow. Let's get right in. Before we jump right in. But then I'm convinced you guys went to either the coolest or most random fundraiser ever. And I was so jealous I wasn't there.
So recently I saw you guys at the Vogues at
Yeah.
the Always Believe fundraiser for the Murder Mystery Night where Heather Harper was the star of the show. That was the best, right? I mean, you probably see her like that all the time, but you became my favorite person ever that night.
That's like one of the only award certificates I have ever.
Did you solve it?
Did you
Did you
do a
solve the
certificate?
mystery?
No, I
Roman's
won
like
an
shaking
award
his head.
for the like
Your
acting
portrayal.
talent. Yeah, I got best actress.
Yeah, you did.
What was what?
So-
Where were you?
But I forgot what my name was.
I don't remember what your name was.
It wasn't important.
Oh no, it was a really cool name too.
At the end of the day, she literally won this award where it was like 30 people, and 8 of us acted, not including me, and she won some award for best female talent of like 4 females, and she was like,
wow.
but not only that, but she was no, she did awesome that night, but she was ready to go to LA. You know what I mean? It was
one of the.
She was like,
I
this
was
is
not.
it.
No, I was not ready to go to LA, but I did tell people for the whole month, and I showed
Did you
them
won?
that I won.
Okay, so was there a certificate?
Yes.
Yeah, it's at my house.
It was like one of those. It was
Sorry, it's over my mantle.
Hello.
Framed.
It was
Hang it
framed.
up.
And then you had to go interview people about like who did it and what your back. You
Yeah.
basically had to make up your backstory, but honestly, by like 6 martinis in, people weren't really reading their backstories anymore. I think so. It was kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
So this was like a tournament of one. Like you were going all in.
No,
and-
it was one other black guy that was like the inspector guy, and this dude was way too serious.
Oh my God, I remember
You know,
that.
he was like way too serious.
No, he was part of the company.
Oh,
He was?
Yeah, he was.
He
well,
was
he had me
hired?
totally
I thought-
fooled.
I
This
did
guy
too.
I was like, this guy.
He was
Yeah.
he was the murderer.
Oh.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah, so
I was
again,
probably
just
gonna-
Heather, we just go back. So everyone everyone gave up at like the 5th minute, except random inspector dude who worked for the company. But oh, well, you're not happy. You're like,
Yeah,
my
she's
certificate.
fine.
I have a certificate.
I'm fine. When I
She's
commit,
fine.
I commit, and
I
I
love
don't
that.
care. Even if my husband downplays it.
Tell it, girl.
Oh,
Tell it. All right, so yes, that was the last time I saw you guys. But we met whenever we said that for
Yeah.
Breeze and Tells thing. But for people listening who don't know, you guys or your story, you met in high school, right?
Yep.
Were you high school sweethearts?
Yep.
Will you give us the backstory a little bit of how
We
Team
have-
Harper came to be?
Look at these. Look at the looks. The looks are. This is awesome. You guys are.
Well, no, so we
adorable.
almost got in a fight on the car here about
Oh.
parking.
Oh.
And I was like, do you really want to fight with me before we have to go on the date night, you know?
And he
we
goes,
fight
"Remind-
before everyone.
Yeah.
He's like, remind me what this is again? A
Yeah.
date night. This is a date.
And he was like, wait, okay, I'm not fighting with you. Yeah.
I'm just telling you where to park.
Yeah.
So she's telling me where to park, and like it just bothers me because like she loves to tell me what to do, but then like doesn't know what to do. Like, oh, is this the building? Oh, yes, but then like she can't tell me this. I'm not even going out. Anyways, high school. We
Yeah,
met.
that's right. I was like, how do you
Yes.
get to the parking?
Pivoted well.
High school, yes. She was in 9th grade. She moved in to my small town in Alabama called Prattville. You know how it is when you get the new girl in school, like the word on the street, everything's buzzing.
Yeah.
And she didn't look like most young girls at my high school at the time. She looked a little different. So everybody was all talking about her. Everybody needs to. So I met her in the gym. I remember the first time I ever met her. I was with another friend of mine, actually a really good friend of my older brothers, and they were saying who she was. Blah blah blah. I met her, and
You doing push-ups. You're like 1001, 1000.
I was way little then. I mean, I was way small then.
Were you the same age? Were you a freshman too then?
No. I was a year older.
Okay.
But I saw her. I
He
wasn't.
used to be 1 year older than me. Now he's like 6. We're aging differently.
Roman and Harper.
It happens. I don't even try and fight her on that. But anyways, I literally we met her. I wasn't like blown away. I wasn't like that impressed. She wasn't that impressed with me, but we kind of figured out that we have a lot of similars and likes, and
I
we
figured
started
I'm
hanging
like
out.
a girl who likes a guy for his personality.
Why, were you seriously that scrawny? I feel like you were probably still cute though. You have such a cute face. Was he not still cute and just like a little cute guy?
Wow.
I'm being honest.
He's a
I'm
grown
being
man
honest.
now.
I'm being
Man.
honest. I feel like I've gotten better with age.
Okay.
Yeah,
Little awkward
I mean,
face?
I didn't weigh 100 pounds until I was in like 9th grade, so I was a smaller guy.
It's okay. Jake describes himself as a
Yeah.
walking Q-tip until like the
Like a
sixth,
lollipop
junior
head.
year.
I
He was
was
like 6'6".
6'5", like a $110,
Yeah.
like a giant bowl cut glasses, braces. I was like, "What's up, girl?" Like, nope.
No.
Pass. Hard pass.
And me, I was trying to holler at the older girls too, so
Sure.
Oh,
I was
so that
just
went
getting
well.
turned down left and
Based on
right.
your description, yeah.
Not good, but
So were you guys friends for a while then first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have this collection of, Roman used to write me notes all the time, and he did like these elaborate decorations with my name, and he would like make like marker sprinkles all over the page.
What?
Yeah.
well, I got bubbly handwriting first of all.
And you know,
Time out. Time out.
My
What
handwriting
is
is
bubbly? What is bubbly handwriting?
It's real circly. It's real bubbly.
Feminine
Like,
is what they would call that probably.
it's nice and neat.
Oh.
All right, nice and neat and kind of bubbly. That's my handwriting.
And you would decorate the letters too?
I would. I mean, I'd try and send her one maybe by 2nd block, then she'd give me one by 4th, and then,
And you
I
still
like-
have them?
I hope
I
not.
do somewhere, yeah.
I hope not.
I have to find them. I think they're somewhere.
Bubbly handwriting. So I feel like we need to like take a picture of that and share it. That's
I know.
our social media.
You need
post.
to
Yeah.
you need to send
I'll
that out
find
for
you
one.
one.
Yeah, you
I'll
need to find
find
one. So when did you guys go then from just being friends? Were you just friends all through high school, or did you start dating at some point?
I know, we dated that year, yeah.
Oh.
Like towards the end of the middle or the end of the year.
Wait a minute. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Unpack it. There was a look.
I mean, I just didn't think it. I mean, a couple months. You know what I mean?
Oh, meaning it didn't take you that long. It didn't take you the whole year. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah.
We didn't mean to insult the timeline. you won her over quicker than she made it seem like.
No, man, because really, like, she was like one of the coolest girls. I mean, we both played basketball. She was athletic. We hung out in the same kind of groups, and it kind of just was cool. It was real. I mean, back then, everybody's calling on 3-way. Everybody's being nice.
Oh
and
my
it was a whole
gosh,
bunch of stuff.
3-way.
Yeah. All that
Yeah.
stuff was
Like
happening.
in
and-
secret, you mean?
Oh, you want to?
yeah. Somebody was quiet.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, what do you think?
What do you think about that girl Heather? Like, just curious.
Yeah,
Well, she's actually great. Why? No reason. Bye. 3-way goes wrong.
Yes, all that. We did all that. So
Did you guys date then the whole because you went to college together too?
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Were you-
followed him to college.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I know, right?
And then we lasted like my freshman year.
Okay. So
Oh, my sophomore year, sorry.
give
I
us the
felt like you were
story.
checked out before then.
Wait a minute. No, what does that mean?
Then he discovered he played Alabama football.
Oh dang.
Yeah. So
and
what?
then
So
honey.
Oh dear. On the next episode,
Yeah.
the Harpers. Okay. So wait. So did you hit like a serious growth spurt, like sophomore, junior year, if you were a little guy? And
Yeah, going into my junior year, I started to get grow a little bit.
Get
Like
swole?
well, not really swole. I graduated high school like 100. I graduated high school like 180 pounds. I wasn't like that big at all. But I finally like started to catch up with people of my age and my older brother and stuff like that. So I finally got like above 5'10". And then, yeah. And then from there, just kind of progressed and, I had Heather and stuff like that. And then I went to college and she came the year after.
And then you took her for granted.
Well, we actually broke up. We broke up going into college because for her, she was like, you're going to meet all these college girls and I'm not going to be able to, keep up and, it's going to be different. And
I rode with him and his parents to drop him off at college and I just, we cried. We actually both cried. I cried the whole way back. I'm like, no, go see what the college girls are like. I'm just this high school girl. You're going to want to do all this stuff.
Not knowing, how easy it is to travel an hour and 10 minutes to like.
Oh, is that a hard one?
Oh my gosh. Did you ever consider going anywhere else? Either? I mean, obviously you said you were.
I did. I was obsessed with Florida State, and I applied there. I got in, but then I just being young.
Young love.
Guy, yeah.
I mean, it worked out. You don't have to
that's
sound upset about it. I think you made the right decision. Like looking at
now I'm
guys are
sitting
doing
next to
great.
this
Your kids are
dirtbag.
Who undervalues my awards and my certificates.
Well, that's
an
true.
award.
Yeah.
That is true.
I love
It's always been an award. Kate.
Yeah.
So what was the Alabama experience like?
It was fun.
Fun school.
I will share a story though.
There we
Oh,
go.
So I go to Roman was a redshirt freshman, so my freshman year was when he actually got to play, and I'm like, oh yeah, my boyfriend plays football, we're at the game, and so he gets in, and he gets ran over like for a touchdown. But what was that guy's name? He was running
It's
back
not important.
But what made it so
It's not a
bad?
date night podcast.
Right.
What made it so bad? He tried to go backwards and tackle him backwards.
Got every detail.
Okay.
All right.
And so everyone was like, which number is your boyfriend? I'm like,
The kicker. It's the kicker number.
That
Number
guy.
7.
That guy right there. So I didn't think I thought his career would be a lot different, but it wasn't.
You only gave him one play. You gave him one play to blossom.
Yeah.
I mean, it was my freshman year. This was the first time I ever got in the game.
It was a redshirt freshman. I mean, you'd had a year there already.
Yeah, but obviously, they didn't think I was ready to play. The only reason I got redshirt is because Alabama got put on probation. So they redshirted my whole class, actually.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, because they were trying to hold us all.
Well, that's also not uncommon for players to be redshirted, right?
No, not really.
Yeah. Now, did you play basketball in college or in high school too?
Yeah.
Did you keep playing? Did you play through college at all? Like even just pick up stuff or whatever?
I played intramural, but I tore my ACL, my MCL, and cartilage in my knee, my junior year of high school.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. Do you still have
terrible.
that issue?
Well, I got surgery, but
What do you do? You saw that? Do you still tear your ACL every weekend? do you still have a floppy ACL? Do you have an ongoing cartilage tear?
I'm just saying, I saw you drop it like it's hot a couple times that night that you won the award, and it looked like your knee was working pretty well.
Oh!
No, I'm just kidding. She doesn't remember.
Sorry, when I win awards, I get awkward.
I'm not known to be a dancer,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I will try to drop it.
Okay.
It's just,
You didn't
They
that
talk
night,
about me, but not because it was so
It,
great.
Ding.
yeah.
No, but I this is super interesting to me. So the Alabama experience. Now I know Alabama just because the last decade has been insane, and I don't remember what it was like when you were there.
What years were you there? What years were you guys in college?
I got there in 2001 to beginning of 2006.
Okay, so
when I
you're
played bowl game.
just after. You guys were we had just graduated high school when you were starting high school.
I graduated
Or 4
college
years old.
02.
I graduated college at 1. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
we had
we're
an
the old
elite
story.
Yeah.
football program in North Carolina. No. So what was that like though? I mean, that must have been interesting. I mean, you're playing and on the field, and you're dating him, and I mean, like you said, it was what, on and off when you were there, or you gave it a break at sophomore year? Is that what you said?
Oh,
Let's
I
get in
went
there.
crazy. I had low self-esteem, I think, in college.
Okay.
All right, let me just break it down.
Yeah,
All right,
sure.
let's just clean it up
So
right
long
now. All right.
story short.
No, I'm not trying to
Long story
No.
short.
You want the long story short?
No, let's go long story long.
Yeah, I like the long story. Look, we'll just put it out there, babe. I have to ask you. I'm drinking, and we'll just put it all out.
We said we're gonna be honest, guys.
Yeah, I want to know how honest we're going to be. Anyways, look, so we get to college. She comes, and everything's great. First of all, she was my only girl for forever. So, and we had high school drama, and then you get to college, and they have college drama. We broke up on my 21st birthday, pretty much because my boys, 21st, so we had a big party.
Sure.
And then we go out, all right? Then from there, we're like, oh man, we're going home. I knew I had to meet Heather because she had a test for like a final the next day.
After your 21st.
Yeah, so she didn't go out because she was studying for a final. Me,
Worst
I didn't have
timing ever.
I didn't have a final or anything,
Yeah,
so I was
not
like,
in college. They'd have a final the
Yeah.
day before, after his birthday.
Seriously?
yeah, that was terrible
The
time.
nerve.
So yeah, how dare they?
When's your
Right?
birthday?
December 11th.
Oh, so fall semester.
Yeah. So then, literally, we're like, all right, well, we'll just. So we bring the party back to my apartment where me and my roommate were staying, and of course, we invited like the whole club. So
Okay, sure.
yeah, so it was nice. It was going down. Then Heather comes over and just like
Oh.
cleans the party out.
Oh, bookworm.
Get
Like a
him.
wrecking
Oh,
ball.
bookworm. Oh, no.
Study!
It was so funny because I remember like it was yesterday. I had my homeboy. He's like, I guess she had called me. I missed the call, and then one of my good friends, Bob, he was like, "Hey, Rome, Heather called me. Said she on the way." I'm like, "Oh, great. Tell her to come on." And then she came over, and it just wasn't. It
No, she
wasn't.
was meanwhile, your best friend's name is Bob.
Yeah.
I love that. A young guy named Bob. Side note.
All Bobs at one point.
I
Put in
know.
work as young men.
Yeah.
So
man.
did you come in and you're like, oh, well,
But
this
did
is
you think
usually
he was
where I
just
put
there,
my book
like, like
bag.
passed out, and it was like a party?
Well, no, my best friend went out, and she
Uh-oh.
ran track at Alabama, so it was a bunch of track girls, and they said they saw Roman on the couch at the club rubbing this girl's
Oh.
leg.
And
What?
So he
we're
left
there.
out that part
Yep,
of the story.
we're there, sure. Well,
And then
she
I'm calling
could have
and
had
he's
a
not
muscle pull.
answering. And so then,
Muscle pull.
but I wasn't.
And I still don't
wasn't-
know what he's talking about.
He's like that never
That's because you probably had
happened.
like 1,000 shots. You probably don't remember anything from that
Well,
night.
I had like they brought me 21 beers before I even went out.
Oh my gosh.
Alabama in the
Well,
building.
Whew.
No, so one of my friends, she was like crazy.
Yeah.
She's from Mississippi. Like she was driving us like 95 miles per hour over to his house, and I was like, "Dear Lord, is this really even worth it?" But I was already in the car.
Absolutely.
Thank God we made it.
See, I don't think she really thought that. I think she was like, let me catch
Yeah,
it.
mhm.
Let me.
I'm imagining you
Let
just
me see what's going on.
Yeah,
kicking the door down and going, I have an exam in geography in 6 hours. What did you do?
No, I just walked in. At first, I walked in. I was given the benefit of the doubt, and I'll say this in the nicest way: like every known whore in our college was at his place.
That's
Can
the
I say the
nicest
H
way?
word? Oh,
That's
sorry.
the nicest one?
That's not even. It's not even an H. It starts with a W.
Oh.
Well, we
Well,
just-
okay. Bleep
But
that,
you're right.
sorry.
No,
All
you
right.
can say
No,
Please.
please.
So,
Yeah, they were there. They all had muscle pulls.
and the girl who supposedly
Bro, we're just trying to look out.
who was supposedly rubbing her leg was in his bathroom, and she was fixing her hair.
It's a 2-bedroom.
It's a small place.
2-bathroom apartment.
Functionality.
The other
She's
bathroom was
supposed to
being
be on the
used.
front yard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna say that? No, that was.
People, she asked me to use my bathroom. I was like, yeah, whatever. I'm not in there. I don't
Can I
care.
also borrow your underpants? Thanks.
The
Underpants. You
underpants.
can take them
Yeah.
off.
Underpants.
We have these great stories because we've known each other
That's true.
since
You're right.
we were like
No, you're
forever.
right. You're
It-
right.
It's just funny because we can actually joke on these things about each other now
Yeah.
because we're pretty open about like we know each other's past.
You've been there, done that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is
Even when we
great.
weren't together, I mean, she was still drunk down me from time to time.
Sure.
I might be with a date
Oh,
and be
dear.
like,
A date.
hey, you know, like.
Date.
might be sleeping with a date.
Right.
And then she would like be like, she would make it so awkward. And like the friends that I had at the time, they were like, no, this is just Heather. Like it's all good because I was always open about everything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know, that's just our relationship. Like you're not gonna jump in front of that because like I've known her since forever. And she was like, well, tell me you love me. I'm like, oh my god.
You would say that with the other girl right there, is that what you mean?
I didn't know there was another girl there. He didn't tell me that.
Now I feel awkward.
Everyone was tired.
Everyone. But you pushed through those years, guys.
Yeah.
Here you are.
Yeah.
Did you get married right after college?
We just
No.
got married like 2.5 years ago.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You posted a beautiful picture. Was it Valentine's Day, I guess? Of like a picture from afar?
Yeah,
like you
that
guys
was
were on
from
the
our
balcony?
wedding. Mhm.
Oh, it was beautiful. How'd you decide finally to get married?
He proposed to me the night before I went into labor with Sydney. So all in like a 24-hour period, I had a baby and got engaged. Yeah, and I couldn't even share with anybody about my
Emotional.
engagement because I was like,
Because you were about to have a baby.
was in labor. Yeah.
It's kind of
Like,
a bigger.
oh yeah, by the way,
Yeah.
my proposed final thing. Yeah. No, I couldn't even wear the ring. My fingers were
it would've
so
fit
swollen.
right.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
wait, your kids are how old?
6, 3, and 1.
And which is, I know their names because I follow you on Insta stories. It's Sydney, London, and Roman, right?
Yeah.
What's the order? Is that the right order?
London, Sydney, Roman.
London, Sydney, Roman. Okay. Okay, so you proposed. Had you guys? I mean, I assume at that point, like you've been together so long. Did you guys like talk about, like, do we want to get married? When do we want to get married, etc.?
Oh, I wanted to be married because we already had London. I didn't like, I think it's hard as a woman because you want that security. Like he could leave any point. We have kids together. What are we gonna do? Are you gonna be serious or not? And so I kind of pressed it a lot. And we even broke up. I left him. I moved to Atlanta with London for a little while.
Wow.
And we got back together. And I always tell people, I'm like, you kind of have to judge the heart of the man that you're with and like where his growth was and stuff, because I always thought he'd be a wonderful husband and father, but he had to be ready to be those people, and so he is, like, I think he's a wonderful husband and father, but it took us a long time to get there.
And me, I was just, making sure she was right.
Yeah. It just
I'm
takes a lot.
I'm lying.
You've known each other since you were 14 years old. You're right. Like,
Yeah.
that's a lot of growing up to do together and, times apart too. I mean, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
you weren't adults at that point, so.
Well, when we broke up in college, and then, we had some years where we didn't talk, and then we finally started to come back together and being nice and cordial, and then we built again, and, when all of a sudden I'm year 4 or 5 in the NFL, I'm not the same person I was when I was 21, That's 6, 7 years later, and just trying to build back that foundation, that trust. And I wasn't always the best man, and she can attest to that. And she could have been better at places too, and just continue to grow together and seeing the better part of her, and like knowing who she is as a person, the deep rooted of, we got some of the same beliefs and foundations, and I know what she wants in a family, and I know I want something just like that, and just working and building towards that. And who else would I want it to be with,
Gonna have a fourth baby.
No.
I love. Those are my favorite. So let's talk about New Orleans a little bit. So where did that, right? Because is that where you spent most of your career?
Did you guys go right? Alabama, New Orleans for you, as it was your first job, and then Panthers, is that it?
Yep.
Okay. So did you go to New Orleans too right away?
No, we were broke up.
You were broke up
for
at that
like
point, okay.
years
Okay.
in the NFL.
So you moved to New Orleans to work with the NFL for the Saints, and you went where?
Out of college, I moved to Houston for a year. Then I lived in Atlanta, and then I moved to New Orleans.
And New Orleans, do I have this right? You're kind of like the mayor of New Orleans. Is that right? I mean,
based on your Mardi Gras story.
I was going to say, I see these stories.
I was so afraid of what I was going to see. By the way.
Yeah. Oh, I know. They were. It was.
Follow them on Instagram. If you don't follow the Harpers on Instagram, I mean, I wish that Mardi Gras had, but for next year when they go back.
Such a good follow. It was such a good follow. But you spent some time down there, but you chose Charlotte as home. You just maybe talk about the two cities, because completely different.
Completely.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even close at all.
Right.
It's hard for me to kind of put into words because I was there so long.
Yeah.
You find so many relationships and you meet so many good people. And New Orleans is kind of unique in the fact of nobody actually moves there for work or anything like that. Like, you're kind of born and raised there, and it's like its own little niche. It's its own thing. Like, you can't find anything else like it in the country. And the people love each other. And I was part of that great Super Bowl team, and they love me for life, man. It's kind of crazy. And I'm kind of noticeable there because I don't look like a lot of people. I mean, my gray hair kind of gives me away.
Okay.
Yeah. And I've had it since like forever.
Have you?
Have you?
Yeah, I've had it a long time.
17.
Oh no.
You have gray hair.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah, like when she first met me, I had gray hair.
Yeah.
So, and I got my
I
first.
wasn't sure at first.
Oh, wow. Oh, no! I thought you, oh my
You're
gosh.
awfully scrawny to be a teacher.
I thought you meant that's why I wasn't sure if he was the guy for me. You're like, no. I wasn't sure if he was 95.
I mean, she knew something. I didn't even have hair on my arms when I probably met her.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, at the end of the day, look, I got my first gray hair when I was like going into 8th grade, and it just hadn't stopped.
Is that something? Do people in your family go gray early? Like just
What
you
do
see
you
your
say,
older
Dad?
brother?
They have gray hair, but
Everyone has has gray hair.
Yeah, everybody's got gray hair now, but they're all older.
But
now.
they're older, right?
I got mine way before everybody else. But
Listen, it looks great. You look great.
thanks.
Yeah, it's working for you.
Thanks.
Sorry, we digress. So New Orleans.
I love New Orleans just the fact that, like, first of all, I didn't know that many people actually paid attention to like the Instagram stories, but obviously, because when we got back, all of our neighbors were like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, "Oh my god!" I was straight. Everybody's living through me.
I was at Mardi Gras.
living through us. We're Mardi Gras. Everybody was like living through us at Mardi Gras. They were like, "No, like I want to go." I'm like, "You guys," and I'll never miss Mardi Gras again. And Heather's all in with Mardi Gras now. Our kids.
Did you used to go every year?
Yeah,
I
we
never bet.
went. London's been every year except we didn't bring her this year.
Yeah, it's the first time.
And I started riding in a parade. This was my second year riding, and it's like one of the most amazing times of my life. And I threw a glitter party here and invited some girlfriends over, and they had no idea. They were like, "We're glittering shoes. What does that mean?"
Right.
And that's why I showed so much, because they were like, "Just can you show us actually why you glitter all these shoes?" And so yeah, it's like amazing. It's like probably the closest he's ever. Last year he played with the Saints. He got like a Saints all. He's on the Saints all 50 team, and so he was playing, so he couldn't accept it. It's like they're 50. They voted like 50 best Saints players, you know. And so me and his parents got to go accept the reward during halftime, and that's like the most people I ever been in front of in my life, and they're like cheering.
Right.
And so the Mardi Gras parade like is kind of that feeling. I can see why it's just so fun to them, because everyone's like looking. His dad like didn't stop waving the whole time, and I was like, "Do you know someone?" He was like, "I reckon there's one person that knows here." Like he waved the whole time. But it's just like, you know, a lot of people never get to feel that. Like I've never felt that before. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so on the parade, everybody's trying to get a shoe, so people have like signs. You
Wait,
know?
so it's a shoe? I don't get that either. So I saw your stuff about, but explain that, because I don't.
So
know
every Mardi Gras parade actually has a different theme. So like the one I ride is an all-female one, and they're called Muses. And they're known for like being like a little like pushing the line with like political satire and stuff, but they're known for throwing out glitter shoes. So they throw beads and all sorts of throws, but the thing is to like get a shoe. And then there's another female one called Nyx, and they throw out glittered purses. And then there's Bacchus, and I think what does Bacchus throw out? Sword. They may do swords. There's one even called Tux, and they throw out like plunger, like they decorate
Everything
plungers,
about toilets.
It's all about like
Everything about toilets.
Yeah.
Little toilet bowls. You get all kinds. You got a necklace like a little
paper.
toilet.
Whatever you want.
Toilet
Yeah.
paper.
Whatever you need.
Like plungers. Like the whole nine.
Tux like the wipes that you get after you had a baby.
Oh,
Is that what that's
I don't know if that's from.
I don't know who's for that. Yeah.
Yes.
And
That's
then,
so funny.
what's that? Oh, Zulu, they throw out coconuts.
Yeah.
You know, they don't like, you're not going to.
Yeah.
Just get smashed,
Yeah.
like catch a heel in your eye
Yeah.
from the shoes and the coconuts. That sounds amazing. And so, what you mentioned, like it's nobody really moves there to live. So, did you live in New Orleans when you were there too? What is it like to live in New Orleans? I always wondered that.
So I lived in the outskirts at first.
Okay.
I got there right after Hurricane Katrina, the year after.
right.
So
Yeah.
living was very scarce. It was very. I mean, when I first got drafted there, my college roommate laughed at me. And then I got down there for rookie camp, and I was looking for places to live, things like that. And it was so like, you know, the Walmart closed at like 7 p.m. because they just didn't have people there to work.
Wow.
You could still see,
mean?
yeah. There just wasn't a lot of people in the city. You could see where the water line was, where the water had sat for a week.
Wow.
Like on the interstate, it was like 12, 14 feet high. You could like literally see it. And I had a teammate that had 18 feet of water in his house, which is a lot of water.
18 feet of water.
And it sat there for 6 or 7 days, and then it just dried up because you know the lake is what broke. The levees on the lake broke, so that's when the lake comes in, and then it dries up, and then when it comes out and evaporates, they were able to clean it up. But so you know, moving there after that, I stayed in Destrehan, and then I moved.
Is that like a suburb?
Yeah, it's a suburb past the airport. I loved it there though. It was a nice 25, 30-minute drive to downtown. Heather lived out there with us, and it was awesome. It was us at first because it was a straight frat house.
And it's funny how he said that. He's like, and Heather lived with us for a little bit.
Yeah, because
We took her in too.
because when I first moved,
I still study geography. Get out of here.
Like, who's us?
well, when I first moved in, it was me and my brother because I wanted him to come. I didn't know anybody in this new city. I don't want to just be out there by myself. So I was like, "Hey man, would you like to come live with me and maybe help me out, stuff like that, just get or acclimate, at least know one person in the new city." So he came out there and lived with me. Then from there, the party got a little bit bigger, and we got
And
another.
his best friend Stefano.
Yeah, my boy
Thursday.
Stefano came in.
Stefano sounds amazing.
That's an amazing name.
Sounds
You
like a
had
great
Bob
name.
and Stefano, like the coolest name and the not coolest name. Two best
Wow, you're just
friends.
crushing Bob.
And then
Let's
I gotta
Bob
tell
and
Bob
Stefano. I
this.
love you both.
Bob's just getting murdered.
I'm sure Bob's
right now.
fabulous. I'm
Yeah.
sure he's fabulous, but his name's tough.
All right, and then Charlotte happens.
Yeah.
So,
Were you guys
trade
there at
or
that
free
point?
agent?
Like, were you guys?
Oh, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
And you had London.
And Sydney.
And
Well, I was pregnant with Sydney when he came to the Panthers for
Right.
the first year, yeah.
And so, you know, when New Orleans lets me go, I decided I'm going to be a free agent, and then I came here. It was crazy. So my last game in New Orleans, I'm playing against Seattle. We lose to Seattle in the playoffs as a Saint. And after the game, my brother was just heartbroken. He felt that my oldest brother is a little fanatical. He felt that I played a really good game. He's like, man, it's just not enough here. He said, you know what, I know it's our last game here in New Orleans. Like, man, we're going to go to Carolina and win a Super Bowl. I'm like, whoa, you've been
Calm down.
Calm it down.
You're
We're
right.
literally outside the locker room. And he tells me this, and then 4 months later, when Carolina's like one of the hottest teams that won me the baddest, and then I came on a visit and it just kind of worked out.
Was it the year? Was it Super Bowl year? Or did you come
No,
a year prior to that
I
too?
came here the year prior to that.
Okay.
It was horrible.
Oh.
Remember,
But we
lost a lot.
we lost a lot,
Yeah.
8 straight games.
Yeah.
And
When was
then
that?
2014. Yeah.
That was right when we moved here, right?
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Yeah.
We lost, we didn't win a game for 2 months. It was
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
I remember that.
Brutal.
And then we got hot, and then we made the playoffs.
Playing the playoffs
like 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, right. I was gonna say 7, 8, 9.
Crazy. 7, 8, and
Yeah.
1. 7, 8, and 1 because we tied.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then did you guys because it's so different from New Orleans. Did you guys fall in love with Charlotte? Or was it kind of like this
Yeah,
is
how'd you decide to
fine?
make this home?
Well, the first thing we noticed, we were like, man, we didn't realize how dirty New Orleans was until we moved to Charlotte.
Yeah, wow.
I mean, it's clean for everything that happens there, but we were like, man, Charlotte's so clean.
Yeah.
Everybody
It's
walks
clean
dogs,
here.
too.
Charlotte's real
Oh, yeah,
sick.
and we're
Big
like,
difference.
everybody
Yeah.
owns a dog. Every person has a dog.
Do you guys have a dog?
No.
No.
We're gonna get one, yeah.
We just got one.
Well, he keeps saying no, but
Roman,
he already said yes once, so.
do it. It's it's the best, worst decision you're ever gonna make.
The
No.
kids have already named a dog and
What?
everything.
Okay,
Well,
so I'm telling you not to do it.
Because my biggest thing is like, look, if we own a dog, it's not my dog. I'm not
Oh, that's
taking
not
care of the
fair.
dog.
That's
I'm
not
not.
fair.
I'm not
That's what
doing
he says,
anything.
but that's
Kind of
gonna
love
be
this
his
guy.
best-
I love Phyllis. I love Phyllis.
Our dog's name is Phyllis, by the way.
Phyllis
Speaking of
makes-
horrible names.
Phyllis
Our 4-year-old
makes
daughter
our-
named her, and we let it sit like, that's a grandma name, but it's kind of funny, so okay, we'll
Yeah.
keep it.
And our 4-year-old is named June. So it's June
So
and Phyllis,
two
the
grandma
Golden
names.
Girls.
Oh.
Like, walking, a couple 9-year-olds walking down the road.
But at least you're being honest, and you're going into it eyes wide open. If you
Yeah.
do get a dog, if you honestly are saying, like, I'm out,
I'm out.
which I think is unfair.
But
Why
I'm
is it
gonna
unfair?
get.
He's being very clear. This is not unfair.
Yeah, but I feel like you just have to sack up and, like, help with the dog.
Or, wait for it, not get a dog.
Boom! Do you see that?
I
That
don't
just
even-
happened.
Did you see?
That just
What's your
happened.
compromise?
I
What kind of
didn't
dog
see
do you
that.
want to get? Yeah, thank you,
I
Heather.
didn't see that.
What kind of dog do you want to get?
We're gonna get a French bulldog.
Oh, she's
Frenchie.
we are gonna see those are I feel like pretty they're like
And we're
small
gonna get
enough,
a boy so that we're even. You know, 3 girls,
right?
3 boys.
Well, that's what we
We're
did. We
doing
got
this
a
for
girl,
them.
so the work.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is all for you.
Are you gonna get them fixed?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm really concerned
We'll
about
make
that.
They're going to go from no dog to let's breed 100 dogs. Oh my gosh, so funny. All right,
So we're sorry, we
Charlotte's
totally
super
sideways.
sterile and clean.
Yeah,
and
how did you
dogs
pick
everywhere.
Charlotte? How did
Yeah.
you decide to stay here?
We wanted to do public school, and we liked it. We thought it was very family friendly. You know, it's a good place to raise our kids, so that's why we kind of picked here.
Are you
No.
Uh-oh.
Let's.
Alright.
We're gonna keep it 100, right?
Okay.
That's what we said we're gonna do. So
Yes.
it came down to 4 cities, all right? Where we're gonna finally raise a family, because at some point we gotta like, our kids are getting into school.
Yeah.
We gotta do these things. We gotta make grown-up decisions
Sure.
as a couple, and we're raising kids. So it's between New Orleans, Alabama, because we own some land in Alabama.
Oh.
In your
Own it.
hometown?
No, in Tuscaloosa, even better. All right, Roll Tide.
Okay.
On the lake in Tuscaloosa, which is in a great neighborhood where I wanted to be, but I got shot down. But totally understandable. In
This
Nashville,
is a Charlotte podcast. You're
Yes.
there. Okay, got it.
all right,
Keeping it
Charlotte.
real.
So it's between Charlotte, New Orleans, Tuscaloosa, and Nashville. Because Heather did an
Ooh.
intern in Nashville.
Yeah.
She loved.
Nashville's
She
great,
loves
right?
Nashville.
Geography.
No, Nashville's wonderful.
Nashville is wonderful.
I agree. It's great for families too.
Yeah.
What was your internship there?
Well, I have an accounting degree, so I work with a CPA firm.
Oh, cool. Look at you. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get Nashville is great. So you chose Charlotte though, out of those 4.
Yeah, so
We love Charlotte.
that
Love
is,
it.
we did like Charlotte overall. I mean,
Yep.
New Orleans,
Except
it was
dogs.
just like, you know, we didn't want to, the dogs.
It's awful.
Yeah.
It's an epidemic here.
And we lived
Do you know what I've
uptown.
heard before though? They say like if a man is incapable of loving a dog, then you should question if he's truly capable of loving you. I've heard that before.
Whoa, that was
Oh
wow.
well.
For sure, you just made that up. Have you ever heard the saying, "If Roman hates dogs, then I hate Roman"? It's an old proverb.
I really felt she read that on Instagram on Women Crush Wednesday.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh my god, I love my
Yeah,
pen.
yeah. Like a Women Crush
I think you're
Wednesday.
good.
She read
Even
it.
But
if
actually,
I think you're so good at
stepmom
that.
really did tell me that before.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Because she wants you to get a dog,
If your
probably.
stepmom is
She
super
has 2, they have 2 dogs.
Oh, of
3
course.
dogs.
Of course
Yeah.
they do. Yeah. That's why she finds those things. I think you're good. Even if he doesn't like dogs, I think you're so good.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
So New Orleans, the schools weren't great,
Right.
and we had to, you had to go to private school. There's just no public school. Charlotte, we liked. It was like the best overall. Nashville, I wanted more black people.
Then Charlotte?
No, than
Nashville.
Nashville. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just a little too country music for
Yeah.
me. Which my agent lives there. I love. We can always visit.
Yeah.
And then Alabama, Heather didn't want our kids growing up with like a country accent, and like loving Alabama football players because we've seen that product. We went to school with that product, and I was
hear
like, you know, I can't even deny it because
I
I've
hear
seen
ya.
it.
Especially now.
I'm gonna have to
Oh,
delete my
oh.
Facebook.
Oh,
No.
I'm just playing.
Nobody likes it grouping. Come on, let's be honest.
Except guys.
Okay, except in the moment, current players.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Who are
and I
doing
just
that?
felt I wanted to live in a place too that had, you know, like even if we didn't go to a different restaurant every night, there's the choices of like nice restaurants.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's big
So
enough.
that's
Like I
two
totally hear you.
restaurants.
Charlotte's a nice. It's like it's an approachable size city,
Yeah.
right? It's a big enough to feel like there's pro sports teams, so there you can go to games. It's fun. There's enough people. There's enough diversity.
Yeah.
But it's not like overwhelming to where like New York, you could never go to all the restaurants.
Oh,
And
no.
you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Or it's just
Yeah.
like it's just. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
But we're here too. We
Traffic's not bad either here. Traffic's
Yeah.
not bad.
No.
It's really slow
Yeah.
paced.
You guys are in
Growing.
South Park. area?
Myers.
Myers Park. Okay. One of the-
Myers Park.
Say that with your nose up too.
I know.
Oh,
yeah, you do
you
need
beat
to.
me to it.
You
You
do.
beat me
Do you
to
like
it.
it though? Do you like the neighborhood?
Yeah, we love our neighborhoods.
Yeah. Fun neighbors and stuff
Yeah.
too.
Everybody's
Oh, yeah, we
really
love all
cool.
the-
Did you just
Yeah.
move in? Right? Did you just moved in
Mhm.
situation?
Where do you guys stay?
We just
We're in-
did the exact same thing in Marvin. We'll turn our nose up with you.
Oh, we have a weirdness. So you guys are in like a neighborhood. You have neighbors, right? Which is normal.
Uh-huh.
We live on a family compound.
Yeah.
With
Yeah. Take a sip of this. I promise it's not poison.
No,
Take
no.
a sip of this.
So we were in Raleigh. Jake and I met. We both were at Carolina at the same time. We didn't meet there. We met in New York years later at an alumni event. Got married. Moved to Raleigh for 7 or 8 years.
Yeah.
And then my brother was here, but he was with the Panthers. That's what brought them to Charlotte for a couple of years. So they kind of, same thing, decided to make this home because they're like, it's just a great city. Like, we
Yeah.
just love it. So they, and all the time, he's like, move here, we'll raise the kids here. It's so fun. I'm like, I just, Charlotte,
Yeah.
I'm not. And I had a job in Raleigh. Long story short, I got a job here. It worked. He's like, move down here. We'll find a piece of property. We'll all like build houses. It'll be so fun. We're like, that sounds kind of weird, but also kind of awesome.
Yeah.
And 3
I'm a little
years,
jealous.
I know. No, we moved down here 3 years ago. The day I accepted the job at Fox, he found a house for rent on their street, on the current street. And within a year and a half, he found a piece of property. And we all started building houses, and we're the only ones in now, but they'll all be in within a month or two. We have 3 kids, they have 2. My sister-in-law's sister is here also. She's got 2. I mean, it's like, it's
And
awesome.
it's another family. Keep
Hey,
going.
hey,
No,
And what?
it's another family too.
It's what?
Is it
Yeah.
3 or
Oh, there's
4?
4. There's 4
Four.
houses.
Wow.
All family except one, but they're
And
really
guess
close
what?
to us. So.
All of us have dogs. Because Charlotte.
Because
Gosh.
Charlotte.
Yeah, but you guys are loving it. This is home. But
Yeah.
like, do you still ever think about, man, maybe get a place down in Alabama too?
You said you have property, right, in Tuscaloosa? Yeah.
And we have a place in New Orleans.
Oh,
Oh, man.
perfect.
So you
oh,
kind
that's
of
the
messed up.
best of both
Oh.
worlds. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
That's
go down
great.
for Mardi Gras and just let our hair down. I had so much fun this past time. Like
We
she
saw.
was doing, she was doing her parade. We didn't have any kids. I mean, I'm like, all right. By like 12:30, I'm gonna like finally wake up, and wash away what I did last night,
Yeah.
and now I'm gonna get my day started. And you hit 1 o'clock, you're just all in, and you're going in.
Oh my god, I'm so jealous. Day drinking. Who had the kids?
His parents.
Is that the best? Wait, to just tell us about that. Like, it's been a long time since we've had like. We're heading into that in April. We'll have a kid-free vacation. But is that not the best thing ever?
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You get to enjoy each other.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
So thanks for offering to bring them tonight.
Yeah.
See, Heather said, Joe, you were on the text chat. Heather, she's like, kids or no? I'm like, get a sitter.
Get a sitter.
I'm so glad.
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, do it. Well, I didn't know where this was. For some reason, I thought that was in your house, you know, and I was gonna.
Yeah, it come to
Play in the
our
playroom. Yeah.
come to our compound.
I should have made it more clear. Sorry.
Yeah.
To the
I know,
compound.
because obviously I figure you would have this set up in your house.
Actually,
mean
Jake
you guys didn't
used to
get
do a
this?
podcast from our house.
Oh.
I'm sorry. We're
You,
rebeering.
you definitely don't want to know what that was like. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We'd have like, or cleaning person would come over, or somebody would come over, Paige would come up, and I'd be there like, hi, welcome to episode 6. She's like, oh gosh, you know, I'm just gonna go take a nap. All right, so what does like, so now Charlotte's home, you guys love restaurant, are you guys foodies? Do you guys like to go to the club? You know, like, what's a night?
The club.
She's the footy.
The
One
club.
singular
Oh yeah, I
club.
love food. Oh my gosh, I love food so much.
With
Hey,
you.
hey, chill out.
I'm starving.
So your eyes are rolling back in your head.
I can't remember. It's been an hour.
I think you may still be on camera. Just chill out.
Yeah, like what's a date night? What do you guys typically, you know, if you had, do you have go-to places that you like or?
Yeah, well, I like to try new spots. He's kind of a boring eater. He gets the same thing. Like the worst is breakfast.
I don't have a lot
Every
of
time we
bad
go to a
meals.
new breakfast
Right.
place, he's like,
Because you always get the same thing.
Yes.
explain to me, what is this all American? It's the same thing everywhere. You get
2
scrambled eggs,
side bacon.
and yeah. He's like, my breakfast is really good. I'm like, it's really hard to mess up scrambled eggs.
I've seen it before though. I've seen it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, no, usually if we go on a date, we'll probably go out to dinner and then maybe a movie and we used to always try and at least go on a date night once a week and we
I was gonna
try.
say, if you guys are intentional about that, what does that look like for you guys?
Yeah, we try and at least try and go out. We'll go to get a drink. We'll go to a bar. We'll go a lounge or, you know, we're not the biggest dancers.
Per se.
But
We
Jake,
like to
one
dance.
of you likes to drop it.
Oh,
Drop it.
it does. She does.
Yeah.
And her go-to move is hilarious because
Wait a minute.
she has a go-to move.
Oh my gosh, yes, please. What is this?
Her go-to move is the sea walk.
The sea walk.
What is the sea walk to like?
Oh, crip walk. Oh,
Drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot.
Yeah.
Get at you.
Yeah.
I'm so light,
But
Ron.
he
Sorry.
says it's
What's
bad.
the sea walk?
It's not bad. I mean, it's just
And that's kind of an
consistent.
aggressive
Do you
move
go
to
like
go for.
hands on the hips?
Oh no,
Like,
she's definitely hands on the hip. Definitely hands on the hip.
you see, I went immediately to the overbite. I went, no,
Because you got to drop it. You get it.
Right.
drop it.
Yeah.
I kind of want to take you guys dancing
Well, that's
now.
only when my knee comes back. You know?
Oh, right. Because you're still
There
nursing
are
that injury.
so many jokes.
She's still tearing.
Right.
Are you-
I'm sorry.
Are you still dealing with your shredded knee?
That was a reach. Sorry, that was a reach. Okay, so no, seriously, name like be specific, like a spot or two that you. We keep a list. Like I'm a loser about because same with you. I like to try new places, but you know how you go like we got a date night coming. You're like, where should we go? And you forget. So I always keep an ongoing list. Do you
The
have
place
places
we
you
just
like?
went to the other night was pretty good.
Oh, Angeline's.
Yeah,
We tried the new spot, Angeline's, in that new hotel.
Oh yeah.
it was good.
It was good,
I
but
just got a media invite to that. I think I
Yeah.
forgot to respond.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, awesome.
We'll go just a regular.
great.
Yeah.
I looked.
It was good though?
Instead.
Yeah.
To me, it wasn't like a huge selection of a menu, but what we ordered was
Is
good.
it Italian?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you
Well,
guys?
we had to hurry up because we had to go see Black Panther. So
Is it so
Is
good?
it was a
Yeah.
really good movie. You
Can
need to see it.
I do want to see it. I do want to
Sure.
see it. Can we take our kids? Our boys are 7 and 8, and our daughter's 4.
Oh, yeah.
They used to marvel. It's not
If
bad.
they like
It's
the
not
Marvel
no
stuff,
Marvel
then
movie.
they, yeah,
sure.
they would like it.
But so nothing like inappropriate.
No.
I heard. Is it Michael B. Jordan? What's
Yeah,
that like?
yeah.
I heard he kind of stole the show.
He was really good.
I didn't love him.
Oh.
I meant I
Hot
liked the
taste.
movie all right, but I didn't think he was that scary. You know, like
She said that was her only complaint. She wanted a
Well,
different. She
I
wanted the
don't
villain
know
to be
what
more like
Like villainous.
yeah,
Is he the
evil.
more evil.
I don't picture him being evil either. You're right. I didn't know that was his role.
I mean, he's like he's a black kid growing up in America without a father. That was like as mad as he was.
I can only picture him on The Wire. I can't not see him on The Wire. And I'm blanking on his name on The Wire, but it was his death in like season 1 or 2 that was like devastating.
Did you guys watch The Wire on HBO?
No. Let me tell you what the problem is that Michael B. Jordan is really not a big guy in person.
I just watched a video of him doing
But
like
what's little? Oh, sorry.
He's
small.
Yeah, it was like
smaller than Roman Harper small.
How he can't be taller than 5'10".
No way.
I believe that. All the most.
Heather, how tall?
Right, that's what I mean.
Have you seen him before, huh?
Yeah.
How tall?
He was like 5'9".
Where'd you guys see him?
I was in a gifting suite with the year Carolina went to the Super Bowl, and he came there.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
And
my wife knows a lot of people. Like,
well, no, I don't know.
While you're on the field, she's
seeing him at the same place, knowing him.
Yeah.
But hey, if you're listening and you remember me, I was the 9 months pregnant lady at all the Super Bowl functions.
Hello, Michael.
I'm calling you teeny right now.
Yeah.
You're disappointingly small, Michael, but I love you.
Yeah. Well, no, I was at they were so far out at the Super Bowl, and I hung with his agent's girlfriend. And I was at every party till like 3 a.m. some nights, and I felt like I looked around, and I was like every athlete's like nightmare. Like, yeah, make sure you wrap
it up tonight.
Yeah, because you don't want to be this girl. And they probably all were like, "Who is this
cautionary tale? Give me a water."
Yeah. Who's this pregnant chick at all the parties? Like, why is she here all the time? Yeah.
Just a friendly reminder.
She sent me a picture before she
You seriously should have like handed out Trojans that night. Like, I'm here for you. I'm looking out for you. I know.
Did that season with the Panthers, like, just from the surface, as someone watching it, just looked like so much fun? Did that season
Which
help?
season? You found the Super Bowl season?
Yeah, I'm sorry, the Super Bowl season. Did that help, because that was what, year 2 in Charlotte, help you sort of also fall in love with the city? And like, how are your friendships, and what does that look like here too? Have you kind of built a family, a home, a friend group, and all that too?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, I totally agree. I think that year was something special. I mean,
oh my gosh.
I from going on, I remember like it was yesterday. I was in the locker room and I was talking to different guys, and nobody had ever been more than like 4 or 5-0, and I'd been 13-0 in New Orleans, and then talking to guys, and Cam was like, "We gonna be better than that." In the 13-0 season, I was like, all right, well, cool. As long as you do it, then I'm around. So,
I mean,
all right, cool. I can do better than that.
Yeah.
And then we ended up being 14-0, and like we had the whole world dabbing. It was like crazy. It was like
it was a cultural phenomenon.
Yeah. But we were like taking pictures on the sidelines, and I had old teammates of mine that I won a Super Bowl. Was like, man, like you guys look, you're having a lot of fun out there. It looked like we were having fun, and Coach Rivera would tell us all the time, like, look, the best thing you guys got going for you is not so much your talent or this, that, and the other. It's like just being who you are.
Oh my gosh.
You guys are having fun. You care about each other, and you can tell we look different than everybody else when we were playing the game because we were having so much fun, and that really goes a long way.
Yep. Yeah, and so, gosh, unbelievable season. Obviously, didn't finish like you wanted to, but
no, we played terrible in the Super Bowl. Let's be honest. I mean, we didn't make adjustments.
I was there.
We need to. Oh, you were there.
I
was too.
So it's the
I know you were there too. And we
but he was there with the most annoying Broncos fan in the entire world in jorts. That gives any indication.
Look, I'm not like fighter, yeller guy in the stands. Like I just like to watch sports. This dude behind me was going, I'm not going to repeat it. And I just turned around and I said, shut the, and I was about to strangle him, and the usher comes over and he says, sir, this man, and he pointed at the guy, he goes, this man is literally the worst person I have ever seen in my life. The usher, to the guy, and the guy's like, oh yeah. He's like, but you would get kicked out if you did anything. And he's like, so I just want to say that, but sir, you are a horrible human being. So it was like a little like redemption in the whole thing. But anyway, I went out to San Francisco, but after that, did that help your kind of like? I know you were 1 year in already to Charlotte, but did that help kind of?
It had to, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it was such a positive environment in the whole city. I think, right? Yeah. Just like City Pride, Charlotte Pride. Yeah. And at that point, okay, wait, you had all 3 kids? No.
2.
Okay, so Roman came later. So let's talk kids a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so
This
you're
is now current day.
I know. Let's talk present day. Let's talk division of labor, like how you guys like balance things. What's your go? What do you know? I don't know. What's the understanding between the two of you in terms of? Because let's be honest, all couples fight about like.
As Roman leans back.
Yeah.
Leans back
Roman's like
there.
yes.
And where is this
I
going
feel
to go?
comfortable.
Let's get comfortable.
I feel more honest when I'm comfortable.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
same.
Because I want you to keep it real here.
Yeah.
Well, right now, since he's not working,
Well, right out of the bus. Okay.
Since he's available for childcare.
we're like 2 stay-at-home moms.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes it gets stuffy. There's a reason one parent's outside the home and one parent's inside the
I
home.
hear you, girl.
Yeah.
When he was working from home, I'd be like, "Can you get out of my space for a little
Just
bit?"
as soon as I finish episode 7.
Exactly.
You're like, shut it off. There's only 5 people listening.
I know.
Not worth it.
Go to Panera and work in a coffee shop like a normal
Oh,
person.
that $200 you spent on Amazon, not worth it, champ. Wrap it up.
So, are any of you? Is anyone in school? Some of London's school, right? I guess would have to be in kindergarten.
Yeah, so we do, she does Montessori, so it
Oh,
goes to kindergarten, and it's like 3 to 6 years old, so her and Sydney are actually in the same class right now.
Oh wow!
And then we're deciding about 1st grade next year for her, but Roman's pretty good. He's a really good dad. And he's good. The only thing that bothers me sometimes, but I haven't been as helpful in the house lately. I've kind of just, been living.
Gave up on life.
Well, then.
I didn't thought I was too far away from the mic. I apologize. I thought I was
You
too far
totally
away.
picked up.
Oh, that was too far.
He said she gave up on life. In case you
Whoa.
missed it.
Well, I didn't even know we had that issue till now.
She's like, I'm just glad I
Chair
didn't
is
put away the laundry last
literally
week.
facing this way.
I know.
Oh my
No
god.
attraction. It's like repelling me. No, but he's really good. He washes the dishes and he does laundry.
That's like your thing.
Well, 2
Okay,
things.
laundry is my ish.
I kind of like doing. Do you like doing laundry?
I do.
I do too.
I like folding it too.
Enough of your like 2:30 a.m. Now I'm doing laundry.
Oh.
I had to work. Everybody's like, "Dang, your wife does laundry 2:30 a.m." I'm like, she
I both have
leaves her
my
work at 2:45. She's like catching a shirt on the way out. I'm like,
I have to do something while my tea steeps.
oh.
Teas. What does that mean?
What does that mean? I don't know.
I don't know. I think that's what you call it. I'm not supposed to drink. I try to like do this clean eating plan during the week. Long story short, you're not supposed to have coffee, so I have green tea, which is lame and has
Why
not.
can't you have coffee?
I don't know. Great question. I don't know. You're the fitness person. I don't know. You tell me why can't I have coffee.
I mean, my wife has coffee all the time.
Well, I should probably just have coffee then because I'm waiting for the tea to heat up and it's freaking annoying. So I just do laundry while I'm
So we had this big thing because I hate that. She wanted this like big time coffee machine, right? It was like.
Oh, it's awesome.
What
But
does that mean?
Did you
But
get
I had to agree. I will never buy coffee in Charlotte again.
Wait a minute.
I
Oh,
only
because
make
it
my
was-
own coffee.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, no, it's a big time
Shipped
coffee
from
machine. Like,
Colombia,
you're not
okay.
talking Keurig. This is like
Oh my
Keurig
god.
7000.
Well, it was like a $900 coffee machine.
Well,
You
you're
will
paying
never
a
buy coffee again.
Starbucks barista.
No, I was
It does everything.
It's a woman. It's a woman in our kitchen.
Yeah.
No, I was like, she told me about this thing. I was like, you'll never buy coffee again.
Is it a
Never.
machine? Like, yeah.
No, it's a machine.
Okay.
But
It's
it has
like a whole machine.
lifetime. It like
A whole
lasts
machine.
your lifetime.
Oh.
Yeah.
It froths milk.
For that price tag.
Oh, so does it
What,
make
it
like the
frosts
super loud?
It froths
Can we
milk.
come get coffee at your house?
You can. Yeah.
It froths
It
milk.
will just be $2.
Wait, so, yeah. It's like makes cold brew too?
Yeah.
Seriously.
I thought about the Harpers, but why do we have to pay for coffee?
Yeah.
No, it makes cold brew.
Thanks for having us over. I didn't bring any one.
Does it?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, I love cold brew.
I feel like I should say
$900
yes,
and
just
no
to
cold brew? Yeah, I
justify-
feel like you should too.
No, but like, what does an average day look like for you guys right now? I mean, she just called
Yeah.
you Mr. Fitness. Are you? I mean,
So-
I just
you
said that
fit?
because he was a pro athlete.
Oh, okay.
We wake up. She wakes up early in the morning, gets the girls
What's
dressed.
early?
Drinks $40 worth of coffee.
Yeah.
Seven
They won't pay for
something.
this off in 10 years.
You're right.
Love that.
A little bit after 7 or so.
7 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Girls
then
up.
gets the girls up, gets them ready. If Roman doesn't have school, then me and Roman sleep until Roman wakes up, and then because we want to try and let him sleep as much as possible. He's the headache. Like
Well,
the
we
girls
still
are
do
like
that with,
are
like,
hammered.
our
We can handle
9-year-old.
them.
I feel you. A, he's your baby. He's your youngest.
Yeah.
B, I don't know. We have the exact opposite dynamic. We're 2 boys, 1 girl. You're 2 girls, 1 boy. But boys are a disaster. Like a wonderful, but they're right.
He's wild.
They're so wild.
And he doesn't respect me. But he's so cute. It's
So
so
cute.
hard for me
That's
to
it right
punish
there.
him.
You hear that, right?
Yeah, I did.
So she won't punish him because he's like, just look at him though. How can I
And
be?
he's your baby.
Yeah,
Were
he's
you
the-
did you find out before when you had him that he was a boy?
Oh, I was so bad. So I thought he was only going to give me girls. I just knew I was
Oh,
going to
I thought we were only
third
the same.
girl.
Yeah.
And I did the blood test, so I found out right
Really?
away. Yeah. And she emailed me and told me.
And I didn't want to know. I wanted to wait till the sonogram.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she
Some-
wanted to actually, like, the doctor to look on
Wait,
the
so there's
screen.
something you can do before
No, there's a
the
blood
sonogram?
test now.
Yeah.
We're old. So like when we did it, you could only take
We're
half
the
the time.
same
We didn't know
age.
until ours
Well,
came out.
they
Whatever.
won't test you unless you're 30 or older.
Oh, no,
Oh.
that's not true. I'm not even 30 yet.
Are you serious? How old are you?
47 years old.
Oh, she's lying. No.
Yeah. But you definitely did
My
that
big
super
push. Sorry.
No,
Listen, we're almost 40, Heather. You're in a safe place. Like you're good.
I just have one persona to keep.
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah.
I'm sorry. So Heather, when you're, I mean, I know you're only 25, but
We'll edit that out. We'll edit
yeah,
that out.
yeah.
No,
So you did the
but
blood test. You found out before he did then.
well, we were laying in bed together in
You
the
checked
morning,
it?
and I checked, and then I was like, "We're having a boy!" And he was so mad because I told him, but I would have looked like I would have been all
Yeah.
day, and he,
Right.
I can't tell you. You would have known. It just would have
She
happened.
doesn't.
And you throwing a dab for old time's sake? Just-
Yeah.
No, you know, I finally
boy.
just, I said, because, you know, the first 2 were girls, you know, I wasn't trying, you know?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, so then the second, I was actually
That's what
trying.
he tells people. Like I didn't try until the 3rd one, so I don't know what we were doing before.
Right.
That one,
And then-
you went, okay.
Let's change this up a little bit.
Now it's time.
Bring in the heater,
Call it right.
Ricky, bring in the heater.
It has to do immediately that it was a boy.
Yeah.
It is exciting. It's
Yeah.
exciting when you have 2 of one and then you have the. It's like not that one or the other is better than, but if
No.
you have 2 of the same and then it's like there
Yeah.
is nothing more fun. I know.
I agree.
It's so fun.
I agree.
All right, we've talked about it all, and now it's time
Oh.
to play.
Did you steal this? Did you ooch this over to your
Everyone's
side, Roman
favorite
Harper?
game.
No, I
tried to
got it away
save it from the
from,
beer.
there we go.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you then.
a friendly
Well,
reminder
then thank you.
that page.
Because we're about to take you down.
All right, do you guys know catchphrase?
Do you know how to play? Are you gamers? Like games?
Oh,
Do you like
I
games?
So you
like
play
trap
Call of
people,
Duty?
like I invite them to our house and then I pull out. I'm like, hey, have you guys ever played Skywars? Have you ever played?
Oh my
this?"
God.
And then
Oh my
I
gosh.
chase people
Categories,
around
come
all
on.
day.
I love Scatterwords.
I know.
I love categories.
I love Scatterwords.
Oh,
You hate games.
Ew! I love it. I
No
hate
way.
apples
Did
to
you, babe,
apples.
did you see that finger point though? You hate games.
Yeah, no.
Did I do it like that?
Did you see my head
You
move back to
hate
him?
But we
For
haven't
free.
played catchphrase in a long time, so I don't even
Okay.
remember how
Alright.
it goes.
So
Real
let's
quick.
tell you the date night rules because they're very specific. Is this the one with
Real
yes,
quick.
it is.
Yep.
First of all, don't get me angry because this happens when I get angry. I spike the game
Your
and
girls
I ship
spike
it.
it.
Okay? The rule is they're not phased by that.
No, 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 no. That
I
sounds
know,
all right.
we know, yeah. Go on. We pick the category. So if you, as soon as your team, so we play boys v girls. So you and I are a team. You are a team.
Got it.
So as soon as your team says the right answer, it's the other team's point. So like you've got to pass it quick. Okay. Relax. I have to explain.
It's
it.
an audio recording. Yeah, and if you get it right, press the big button. It goes next. And we'll swing around.
This one.
Yep.
This one. Okay.
Got it.
Ready?
Oh, wait.
What's the category?
Yeah.
What do we do? We just like guess?
Is it
Are we out of
birthday?
batteries? Are you
No,
freaking
or you spill beer on it. All right, that's it. Say stop.
Heather, say stop.
Stop.
Side tech.
Oh, okay, we got this.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Ready?
But
Let's
wait,
go.
what do we do?
Okay,
Your
so we
team.
give each. I'm sorry. So when he reads the word, he gives Roman clue. Like right now, he's going to give Roman clues to guess the word or phrase that's on the thing.
And it's called
guesses
side
it-
tech?
That's
so
the
it's like-
category.
he'll be like a phone. It's right here. And he'll be like,
I just changed the sports and games on accident.
oh, shut up.
All right,
Do it
That's
again.
so much
No,
better.
that's
No.
That sounds all right. All right.
What's iTech?
you say stop.
Stop.
Side tech.
Eye tech.
I hope it gets
Another
something.
side tech.
It's
The
my
world.
screen.
The world.
World's
yeah.
way better.
There we go.
Okay.
All right,
Oh,
ready?
no, I'm very bad at
All right.
geography.
I'm out of the world. Don't let me think that was your major.
Entertainment. All right, here we go. Roman, here we go. Oh gosh, it's a cartoon with like a
Tom and
moose
Jerry.
and a little kid.
Something Bullwinkle.
Yes.
No, that's not.
Yes, but the
first
first one is like the ice cream is blank road. Blank road.
Rocky and Bullwinkle.
All right. I don't know who this
Skip it.
is.
Skip it. You can skip it. Do
Big
not.
button,
Just hit
big
the
button.
big button. Yeah.
Oh, this is someone they sing. They have a guitar. They like
Tom Petty.
no, but like just in general, what would they be
Oh, a singer,
considered?
an
Very
acoustic
famous
musician.
but they're
Rocker, hard rocker, rock and roll.
But then you're in the sky.
Rock star.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh!
It's empty.
There we go.
You walk out on this before the event.
Red carpet.
Boom. What I hit?
Big buttons. Big buttons.
Next.
Stall technique. I love it.
Shooter. Okay, so this is if you're at a boxing match and somebody's boxing, you have a
Knockout.
chair right next to it. It's called a
Ringleader.
yeah. The first one you
ring
just
girl.
said.
Ring.
Nope. But we're Woo!
Woo! 1-0.
That's hard.
Here we go.
No, this is no.
Oh, you're gonna start this time?
Okay.
Okay.
Ready? We got this. Okay.
Are we on 1-0?
1-0. Best out of 3.
Okay.
Ready? Game point.
Hold on. What is the category?
Still same.
Still eye
Would you like
tech.
to switch?
I thought we should have done side tech.
Okay.
Still eye
Let's go.
tech.
Ready? Hold on. Roman, say when.
What?
Come on, we're
Yeah,
out
wait.
of time limit.
My thumb's tired.
He said what an hour ago.
Everything.
Yes.
Oh,
Ready?
That's hard.
All right.
Okay. Oh, you go to this person for your skin. It's a skin doctor.
Esthetician.
Oh gosh, that's a fancier one.
Oh
Just
my
the
God.
other one.
Dermatologist.
Okay, it's a color, not red, white, and
Blue.
and then this is like down like in a lake. It's a movie. It's an old movie called Blue.
Lagoon.
Oh,
Why
pass
do you
slower. Pass slower.
Pass slower.
Teeth, mouthwash. It starts
Act.
with
Rinse.
no, but maybe they clean it at the dentist's office.
Fluoride.
Yep.
You hit the middle button, baby. Big.
Oh, how's that for a pass?
It's during the Winter Olympics right now.
Bobsled.
How can you get up a mountain?
Ski lift.
There it is.
Oh, just pass it
Donald
on.
Trump used to host this show on NBC.
The Apprentice. Oh, was it?
Oh yes.
No. You skipped 3 times.
Yeah, like hold on.
Yeah,
Hey.
we could skip.
Surprise, surprise! Sports and games. Here we go.
Oh,
This is the rubber match. Are we ready?
Yep.
And
Go.
go. Famous golfer, not Jack Nicklaus, but
Tiger Woods.
Nope, that era.
Game player. Arnold Palmer.
Oh, they do this in the football game to get the
Touchdown.
ball out.
Kick off.
Yep.
Punt. Okay.
One-handed. One-handed it. Still got
It's 3 people around the diamond that are
it. Infielders.
but it's when you get a home run.
Yep, run.
You get a home run.
Bases. Run the bases.
But all of them
All the bases.
are full.
Base loaded.
Okay. You want to catch things that swim with this, and you need
fishing pole.
not a
Fishing.
driver's. The little card you need to drive.
I don't know.
The little card you need to drive. The officer comes, give me your.
Oh, driver license.
Yep, but it said one to catch these things that swim.
Let's go.
Oh.
Walk off, baby. Walk off.
Oh, what's
Fishing license.
that? Fishing.
It's not your fault or mine.
It's not.
It was just a tough one to get there.
No,
That's
I kind of knew the answer.
Well, no, I feel like you guys
That was a lame
knew what
move.
that was with the bases loaded, but you waited.
I
Oh, wow.
agree.
To us
Well,
last.
This is Paige Fehling and Paige Fehling are here.
Yeah, but
That's exactly.
I was like, Paige skipped like 4 of them one time.
Yeah, I was like,
She didn't say anything.
Roman, deal with it.
We
It's
won,
called
right?
strategery. Yeah, I think we won. I think we won. Girls won.
We won.
Oh, guys, that
You
was
definitely
fun.
just lost. We
No,
celebrated.
listen,
that didn't happen.
Girls rule.
yeah,
Girls
boys rule.
You guys are like, what's that college?
Don't say North Carolina.
Central Florida.
Oh.
That went.
USF. Oh,
Yeah.
no. We almost got out of this podcast.
We, me and Heather, are you
Yeah, you guys are like, yeah.
Are you
We're
UCF?
like, yeah, UCF.
Central with an
No,
S.
because
Yeah.
they were undefeated.
And
Hey, that's right.
they went all in.
Yeah.
I am like,
Oh, we're national champions. I'm
So,
like, no, you're not.
so funny.
Oh.
Guys, this was so much fun.
So thank you for coming, guys. I know, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks
I
for coming on.
appreciate it.
And good luck with new house, kids, everything, all
Life.
All of the above.
Yeah, and
We're kind of
$900
figuring out what we
coffee.
want to do again.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, then maybe we'll have to have you back. We'll do like a podcast part 2.
Yeah.
I would love it. You know, we kind of figured this thing out, man.
Yeah.
Just being recently retired, Heather's all in. She supports, and I support her. So it's pretty cool. And you guys are awesome.
Yeah,
Oh.
you are.
Oh, thanks.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
you don't have to say that,
We
but
are
okay.
still recording, so
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually got it. Yeah, that's great.
Seriously,
Thanks,
thank you
guys.
guys. This is fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Cheers.
What
All
do we
right.
do?
Cheers. Now we just awkwardly wind down.
Do we
You know,
like
you-
faith?
And then you can take your headphones off and go, oh.
You take your headphones off and go, oh, my ears are sweating.
All right, say bye, Facebook.
Bye, Facebook.
Bye, Facebook.
Well, that's